If you really want to know what makes it go, what takes it high or sends it low down, well, you can work it out if you just learn about the way things work. If you really want to know how it can ride or bump and jump or glide and slide, you ought to take a little look inside the way things work and watch the thingamabob that turns the knob, that makes the jigger jig, that turns the thingamajig, that pulls the trigger, that makes the digger dig. If you really want to know how it can fly without a wing or string to tie with, you find the same simple rules apply with the way things work.
Ah, the foothills of Mammoth Island. What a perfect place to commune with nature. Many a time I've rambled in these hills, making notes of the various flowers, birds, and even the odd... Oh, flying rock! What was that? Rocks don't fly? Oh, or do they? This is very curious. I really must investigate. Oh, Troy, Olive, it wasn't a bird. It wasn't a plane. It was a stream of boulders.
So what's new? Boulders through the air. It's normal.
Ever since they've been sidelined.
What have been sidelined?
Mail delivery mammoths, of course. New technology took over.
Tell me something. What has new technology got to do with all those flying rocks?
What? Haven't you ever used a boulder phone before?
Boulder phone?
Come on, we'll show you.
The distinctive sound of boulder on metal became louder and louder as we approached the village. And there I saw the boulder phone in action for the first time. It wasn't quite cutting-edge technology. Rocks of different sizes represented letters of the alphabet, rather like Morse code. P, L,
T, L,
E, A,
E, A,
S, E.
S, E.
That's it! Now read it all back, Philby!
All right, Frank. It says, send 4 delivery mammoths, please.
Tell them they can borrow 3, and they can have the 4th one when they promise to stop making that dreadful noise! Very well. First word, you! Watch yourself. You'll be catapulted along with the boulders if you get too close. This is so dangerous. We'll have to find a safer way of communicating.
There's nothing wrong with this boulder phone.
We've always used them.
And like them. They're as safe as houses.
Look out! New message coming in! It looks a bit wide of the mark, this one.
Hey! Watch where you're throwing those messages!
Oh, that was close. I agree with the inventor. Maybe we could find a better way of communicating.
And so I looked up my notes on telephones. The telephone uses the same idea of a coded language, but rather than using boulders, it uses electricity to transmit the code instead. You see, a microphone produces an electrical signal that rises and falls in the same way as the sound. This amplifier boosts the signal current, which travels down these wires at incredible speed. A booster amplifier powers a speaker, which converts the signal back into pure sound. In fact, the sound of the person at the other end, which is, of course, me. Or a mammoth, of course. Troy, can you hear me?
Well, of course I can hear you. You're only on the other side of the boulder catcher.
I meant, can you hear me on the telephone? Troy, can you hear me?
Yes?
It was time to attach the cable to the poles and make the island's first telephone or telecommunications system. Or at least the first one that didn't involve a bombardment of boulders. The cable we used could carry lots of calls.
Hello?
Do I sound like me, Olive?
You really do, Troy.
That's funny, because you sound like you.
For a time, Olive and Troy enjoyed the novelty of using the telephone rather than face-to-face communication. But this simple system was not without its problems.
Hey, Olive, what are you up to?
I don't know who you are, you cheeky young man, but my name is not Olive, and I'm certainly not up to anything.
Oops. Sorry, madam. Hello? Hello?
Hello, is that my brittle cotton buttons?
No, it is not.
As telephones caught on across the island, it became clear that having every telephone connected to the same line was going to cause widespread confusion. So we built a telephone exchange. This way, each phone has its own cable, which was connected to local telephone operators. The operators would connect one line to another by inserting the different cables into this huge plug board and removing them when the call was finished. The telephone became very popular. Soon we had to install an automated exchange and gave each islander their own personal telephone number. Now they dial the number of the person they wish to speak to, and a system of switches automatically connects them to the right line, provided the right number has been dialed.
Hey, Olive, what's up today?
Don't Olive me, young man. It's about time you learn to dial correctly.
Sorry.
Olive, is that you?
Hey, Troy, what's up?
Wow, your voice is much clearer today.
So is yours. Do you know why?
Not really.
It's this new fibre optic system.
With the fibre optic system, a laser produces a light beam, which is then used to carry a sound signal from the microphone and fired along a glass cable. The beam carries the signal to this light detector, which translates the signal for this amplifier, which sends it to the speaker. So, when a call is made from a handset, the signal travels along either an electric cable or a fibre optic cable to a local exchange, which serves a small area. The local exchanges are all connected to the main exchange. The Mammoth Island phone system appeared to be perfect. Until, during the long, hot, dry summers, some of the mammoths that grazed in the countryside became very itchy. There was nothing like a nice thick pole for scratching the back and relieving the itch. Timber! I don't think they meant to do that.
Hello? Hello? I've been cut off.
It's no good, Troy. The lines are down again.
It's those itchy mammoths again.
If only there were a way to send a signal without having to use all those wires.
What do you think we've got these for?
Oh, no, not more boulder phones. Nothing like the old tried and tested ways. Nothing like flying boulders to destroy the village. No, I think there must be a better way for messages to travel through the air.
Better than boulders? No chance.
This oscillator and this transmitter produce a radio beam. The sound signal from the microphone is combined with the radio beam as it's transmitted. The beam radiates through the air or space and is picked up by a radio aerial. The signal from the aerial is amplified and sent to the speaker. Take a cell or mobile phone, for instance. The signal from this handset is received by the nearest base station. The base stations are linked to the telephone network through a mobile exchange. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. Main telephone exchanges are linked by optical cables and microwave radio. International calls are transmitted around the world by satellite. The system is also used for faxes. This marvelous technology has caused the Mammoth Island boulder phone to become entirely redundant. Which is a great relief.
Hello, Olive. Guess where I'm calling from?
From your mum and dad's phone, I suppose.
Wrong. Try again.
All right, if I have to. The public phone?
Wrong again. Here, I'll give you a clue.
If you must. This is my last guess. You're in the bathroom.
Wrong again. I'm down in the riverbank. Mom and Dad gave me a mobile phone for my birthday.
Cool! Can I have a go?
Yeah, of course you can. Meet me by the riverbank. We'll phone around the world.
Oh, it's enormous. It's ridiculous.
What's that, Pilbeam?
Troy's mobile phone bill. Oh, I'm going to ring Frank and see if I can give Troy a boulder phone instead. It would save us a fortune.
Yes, but it won't save our village from a boulder storm.
Oh, I suppose not. I'll just have to pay it then.
If you were sensible, you'd get him a prepaid card so he doesn't run up such a great big bill.